Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Jump Scare. I'm Karen here with the latest episode, and I can't wait to show you what we have on tap for today. Let's dive right in, shall we? A couple lived peacefully in their cozy home with their little child, cherishing every moment. One quiet afternoon, the mother entered the nursery to feed the baby. As she arranged a few items beside the crib, she sat on the floor, humming softly. Suddenly, a toy fell from the shelf with no apparent cause. Confused, she looked around, her heart racing. Moments later, the lights began to flicker uncontrollably. Fear gripped her as she rushed to tell her husband. They weren't alone. Was a demon attempting to claim their child's soul? Share your thoughts or experiences below. The street near the Low Art Museum was eerily still at night, with barely any cars passing by. For security, numerous cameras monitored the area. As the clock struck midnight, an unusual movement triggered one of the sensors. That night, the footage captured something unbelievable. A horse was seen galloping down the street. It appeared clearly for a few seconds before vanishing into thin air. When security reviewed the clip, they were stunned. Legend says that medieval horse once carried a fallen knight, forever searching for his lost rider. Have you ever seen something unexplainable? A man was filming a new vlog for his audience, proudly showing off the light fixtures he had just installed on his new vehicle. Since the city was too well lit, he drove into the dark woods to test them. As the flashlight beam shined through the trees, his camera captured something chilling.
The lights are definitely functional, but unfortunately I live in a city and there are street lights everywhere. But I can find a place to go test them. Okay, I found some really dark woods. I just put some tinfoil over the reverse lights. So I'm going to show you what the stock reverse lights look like, and then I'm going to uncover them and show you what the added reverse lights look like. These are the stock reverse lights.
Literally can't see anything.
And these are the ones I just installed. Look how friggin' bright that is. This is amazing. Yeah, so these are not just for looks.
A pale figure lurked among the trees. Zooming in, he noticed a mysterious arm wrapped tightly around a trunk. It slowly moved, then vanished into the darkness. Some say it's the remnant of a soul cursed to guard the forest forever. Would you dare explore such woods alone? A couple moved into a new apartment with their daughter, excited to start fresh. On Christmas, they gifted her a new camera. While taking photos around the living room, the camera captured something chilling.
So I got my daughter this camera from Amazon for Christmas. She's 3, almost 4. We're just hanging out at home today by ourselves. My husband's at work. She's been telling us she's been seeing somebody in her room, that she can't really sleep well. She refuses to sleep in there. We just moved to this house. I never set the date or time on this camera because it's just like a little play camera, so she would quit taking her phones and taking pictures of herself because she's at that age right now. So we just like never set the time. So she just took a picture and she says, "Mommy, look, there's a man in the photo." I said, "What?" She said, "There's a man in my photo." And I went like that real quick. Like, this just happened just like 5 minutes ago. Like, no one else is here. It's just us. Like, I'm going to have to change the date and time so I can get more pictures for y'all. But look at that. In this new house, she says she's been seeing people.
A shadowy figure resembling a man stood silently in the background. The mother stared at the image in disbelief, her hands trembling. No one else had been in the room. Was it a ghost, a demon, or something far more sinister hiding in plain sight? Paranormal investigators explore Gettysburg, one of America's most haunted towns, and the site of the Civil War's bloodiest battle. The focus is the infamous Jenny Wade House, where the war's only civilian casualty occurred. Join them as we investigate its chilling ghost stories and lingering spirits.
A gift?
We did. I actually felt compelled and I bought a little bunch of flowers and I've put this on her sister Georgia's bed. This would have been here at the time of... I heard a clack in there.
Just behind me in this room where we just came from.
Thank you if you're in there making noise. Been here.
They stood near the bed with their cameras rolling when a sudden crack echoed through the room.
Some people say that they do pick up Jenny, some of our paranormal groups. I have never had any interactions with her. I have never had any interactions with her. I have never had any interactions with her.
A child's voice echoed around. Was it the spirit of a child?
So there's a lot going on. Let's see if anyone here wants to talk. Can you come close to my hand and use this device?
Ooh, I was pointing the camera, it's right behind you.
Wow.
By Jenny's photo.
Thank you so much.
They attempted to communicate with the entity and were met with a distinct tapping sound, as if acknowledging their presence.
Did this just light up?
Wasn't looking.
I just seen something in the room flash. It could have been this right beneath my feet. What do you think of our flowers?
To be.
What were you...
She noticed a sudden flash in the room and realized it might have come from something right beneath her feet.
What your words were to your family on that tragic day.
I was killed.
Oh, I was killed.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just swapping the camera with Amy. That will be weird because that happened while we were changing arms.
As they investigated the events of that tragic day, an EVP captured the chilling message, "I was killed."
Yeah.
You from the orphanage?
No.
Where did you come from then? Tap in that corner.
Life.
A tap echoed from one of the corners, sending chills down their spine.
Hello?
Is that just the floorboards just creaked?
I want to say I feel like...
A sudden knock startled one of them. Perhaps the entity was trying to make contact.
I don't know if there's somebody in here, up here on the staircase. I don't know where you are. I would love to see you in a picture though. There's noises in there.
I think we should head to the staircase.
While inside the room, they heard a sudden movement, heightening the tension.
If so, can you tell us about how this place is meaningful to you?
Tagging voices, it sounds like people wailing, like, again, distant.
Are they the sounds of the soldiers?
They tagged multiple voices. Distant wailing echoed around them, leaving them unsure of what was truly happening. A group of priests were returning to the monastery late at night, guided only by their car's headlights. As they passed the graves, an overwhelming silence fell over them. One of them noticed something eerie and began recording.
Hold on, let me try it. Hold on.
A shadowy figure was seen gliding silently among the tombstones, then floating upward onto one of them. The movement defied explanation. It was smooth, weightless, and chilling. Legend says, years ago, a monk vanished mysteriously near the same cemetery. Could this be his restless spirit? A man lived with his son in an apartment, ignoring warnings that it was haunted. Soon, unexplainable events began to unfold. Seeking advice, he asked his friends, who urged him to record everything live.
Okay, so I just came down here to go watch a movie, and I swear that thing was moving again. Maybe it was just me, but it definitely seemed like it was starting to move or about to move. Yeah, there it goes again. I don't know what to do at this point. This is not even mine, it's my nephew's. I just left it here. This happened yesterday too, but I didn't record it. It'll start, then stop, start, then stop. See? Yep, see? And start again. Great.
One night, strange noises woke him. As he followed them into the living room, he saw his child's rocking horse swinging on its own. It paused briefly, then started again. Whispers soon spread about his past involvement in a hit-and-run accident that killed a child. A group of paranormal investigators explored the infamous Mahoney College, rumored to be haunted by an extremely aggressive female spirit. What they encountered inside left them shaken to the core. Let's find out what they captured.
మాతో మాట్లాడతారా మోనికా అయినో మీరు డైరెక్ట్గా మాట్లాడేదానికి చాలా కష్టమని.
As they entered the building, a shadowy figure was seen peeking at them from one of the rooms.
கத்தாதீங்க என்னடா எதனா பாத்தீங்க?
நான் பார்க்கல, அவன் தான் பார்த்தான். அந்த பெஞ்சுக்கு உள்ள இருந்து
A sudden movement behind the glass bottle made them scream in fear.
మోనికా మిమ్మల్ని చూసి మాకు భయం లేదు. మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను, భయం లేదు.
A heavy object fell on its own behind them, heightening the tension in the room.
ఎవరు ఎవరన్నా ఉన్నారా?
As they investigated a section of the college building, suddenly noises echoed all around them.
எங்களால பார்க்க முடிஞ்சது. என்ன அந்த பில்லர் கிட்ட தெரியுதா உனக்கு ஏதாச்சும்? எனக்கு எதுவுமே தெரியலையே. இந்த கேம்ப்ல தெரியுதா? தெரியுது. இங்க பாரு, நம்ம கண்ணுக்கு தெரியல கைஸ். ஆக்சுவலாக பிச் பிளாக்காக இருக்குது, எங்களுக்கு எதுவுமே தெரில. பட் ஸ்க்ரீனில் பார்க்கும்போது இங்கே நோட் பண்ண அதில் தெரியாது.
They saw a shadowy figure with no visible face, leaving them frozen in fear.
మిమ్మల్ని మేము నమ్ముతాము. కావాలంటే మా 4 మెంబర్స్ ఉంటాం, 4 మెంబర్స్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాము. దాంట్లో ఎవరన్నా మీరు చూస్ చేసి వాడు లోపలికి వచ్చి మీరు ఏమన్నా చెప్తారా? எங்க 4 பேர்ல யாராச்சும்.
As they used a Ouija board, the camera captured a shadowy figure moving silently behind them.
ஐயோ வேணாம், அங்கிட்டு போயிரு.
அப்பனா அது ஒரு மீடியம் தேவைப்படுது. மீடியம் அப்ப ஏதோ அது சொல்ல நினைக்குது.
A disturbing mix of growling and distant screaming echoed around them.
వచ్చి కెమెరా తీసుకొని వచ్చేది మీకు నచ్చలేదా? మీకు లైట్ నచ్చలేదా? ఎస్, లైట్ పిడికిలే. లైట్ లేకుండా వస్తే మాకు రెస్పాన్స్ చేస్తారా మీరు మా ముందుకు వచ్చి?
They heard strange noises that startled them, breaking the eerie silence. A couple was returning home late at night after visiting relatives in a remote village. The road ahead was deserted, the woods on either side dense and silent. As they drove through the darkness, something terrifying caught their eye.
What the fuck?
Stop. No,
Stop.
No, I'm not. No. Hell no.
What the fuck, dude?
No. They were soaked.
There she is.
Bro, what the fuck? See? That was it. She's crying.
Yep, she had to have come up out of the water. Yep, there's a dig spot there. So she came up from down there. That's had to have been why she was so wet. This was the spot that she had left. I don't know why.
They spotted a ghostly woman sitting at the side of the road, her figure soaked as if drenched in water. Shocked, they looked twice. She was still there. Fearing the unknown, they decided to wait until morning. When they returned, the spot where she sat was still wet. Locals whisper of a woman who lost her mind and jumped into a dig spot. Could it be her spirit? A man was working late, closing up the store for the night, when he suddenly felt an unexplainable surge of negative energy. Uneasy but trying to ignore it, he continued. Until the security guard urgently called him over. On the surveillance camera, they saw a black shadow floating through the store. It moved unnaturally, slow and deliberate. I hope that gave you a little jump to your day. Gave you something to think about anyway. What would you do in some of these instances? Would you take off or would you stay and record? I'll be anxious to hear your thoughts. Until next time, I can't wait to see you right back here at Jump Scare.